Hi peeps, top 5 YouTube video fitness influencers for 2022 with a slight caveat, with a major caveat, that they appeal to natties and they basically are natties. There's one exception. Okay, number 1, getting straight to it. Without doubt, the best guy I found, or the best information I found in 2022, Joe Delaney, UK guy, really funny, dry sense of humour, does short form around about 5 to 10 minutes, so it's not terribly short, but 5 to 10 minute videos on a large cross section of bodybuilding related stuff. He's taken his physique from being pretty damn average to really impressive, really impressive. I'm not sure he competes, I don't think so, but he's got a fantastic physique and he's done it naturally. So kudos to him. The productions of the videos are fantastic. He speaks really well, he shows everything really clearly, it's entertaining, just about the perfect video influencer that I've come across, period. So Joe Delaney is definitely number 1. Number 2 is a bit of an odd one. This is Andrew Huberman of Andrew Huberman Labs. So far as I can tell, Andrew Huberman is an ophthalmologist, neuroscientist, works at Stanford, involved in his own research. But he brings on has a podcast, and brings on fantastic people who've got a wealth of knowledge across the entire wellness gamut. And very holistic stuff as well. He goes from mindfulness right into hormonal treatments or hormonal therapies, hormonal influences, a whole range of stuff. Really fascinating stuff. But he doesn't talk about it himself. He'll bring on the people directly related to either the research or involved directly in that field. I'd have to say that probably 60-70% odd is also related to physical culture, resistance training, weight training, and good physical habits. So that's kind of why he gets into the fitness influencer for fitness side of things. I think that's where he could lay his hat, and quite justifiably so. Number 3. Okay, so this guy isn't technically natty. I don't think he's even close to being natty. Ryan Hummerston, US guy, really funny. I think he's US. Really funny. Does, again, shorter videos, 5 to 10 minutes, but he's more into the formats of training. He'll do the things like the top 5 shoulder exercises, etc., but does it in a really entertaining way. Very professional with it. Again, the videos are really well produced, definitely worth watching, but from the natty, older point of view, the older guy, very natural genetics, maybe the hardcore trainer, maybe not much you can take on board, but maybe you can cherry pick some of the exercises and try them. Number 4 is an Australian guy, close to home. He's in Melbourne. He's been on YouTube for quite a long time. He was very closely involved at some point with the late John Meadows, who's extremely well respected. Eugene Teo is a coach, amongst other things, a business owner as well, has his own gym in Melbourne, and does really good, again, shorter form videos with really excellent information on diet across the board. I would say, again, most of the information from him is kind of that coach-client kind of dynamic, where he's talking about what tips he can give you to improve your training habits, etc. Does demonstrations really well. Also has his own app, which is obviously trying to spruik up, which is fair enough. So he's definitely someone to look out for. Eugene Teo, Australian guy. Number 5, can't leave this guy out. Will Tennyson, Canadian guy, only a young bloke, really funny, tongue-in-cheek stuff. Been around for a couple of years that I know of, maybe even longer than that. He gets in because most of his stuff is related directly or very closely to fitness. He's an entertainer, no doubt. So he does a lot of crazy shit where he's doing the big chomping down the food. He goes on Instagram, asks people what do they want him to do. He'll go off and do it. So he does some crazy shit. But he's also taken his own physique from, as a child, through school. He struggled with his weight. He's gone through this. He's transformed his physique. He wants to go further. He's obviously very passionate about weight training. So he gets into that 5 position because he has that bias back towards weight training in a lot of his videos at the very least. There are other people that are very similar to him, like Jesse James West, who's a little bit more over the shop. Jesse James West is a bit more of an entertainer. Having said that, he just did his first bodybuilding competition and powerlifting competition. So they're very close. My preference goes to Will Tennyson. Also is a very good cook, understands food really well. Just outside the top 5, I've got Jesse from AthleanX, who works with Jeff as one of his employees or close associates. I think he's a camera and editor. Not exactly sure what he does. But he did his own transformation from being really quite in poor health, poor physical condition, quite skinny, up to really impressive physique after 5 years. So it's a very practical, realistic journey that he's taken, and they video chronicled along the way. So I put in Jesse from AthleanX, although the channel is about Jeff Cavalier's AthleanX. But look for the nuggets there, which are really from Jesse. Whether Jeff is natural or not, I don't know. I thought he was on TRT, which again, good luck to him. But Jesse is the gem in that dynamic. Other people I've left out is like Joe Aesthetics, a German guy based in Thailand. Is this hilarious? The guy shredded to hell all year round. I believe he's about to go into his first bodybuilding competition ever, but he looks like a bodybuilder. Certainly not natural. I haven't put him in the top 5 because of that reason, but really entertaining guy to watch and listen to. Mike Israetel is PhD in, I'm not sure which field of physical sciences, but really knowledgeable. There's definitely something there, but again, not natural. Openly admits that. That's fine. I'm not against it. It's just doesn't get top 5 for me. Greg Doucette, again, not natural, although having done, I believe, over 40-odd bodybuilding competitions, natural, definitely got great genetics. But Greg's been around a long time. He's done thousands of videos, to my knowledge. He's got his own supplement line, clothing line, etc. He's done really well for himself. A very successful YouTube fitness influencer. Doesn't get top 5 because he's not natty. He would argue that he could train a natty. He knows all about them. No, he doesn't. He's not. He's got great genetics. I got shit genetics. I'm talking to people like me who are a bit older or natural or got shit genetics. I got all 3 of those things. So hopefully one of those 5 will appeal to you. I've got them in the description below with their links. Look them out. These are my top 5 for 2022. Enjoy. Talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.